Greetings everyone and welcome back to Medieval Dynasty with me, Citizen Guardian. We are resuming on from where we have kind of left off. And I've broken through. What were you gonna say? Something about the
Yeah, I put you a very short on point video, which is about how you can put saddlebag on a mount, because it confused me a lot the very first time.
well, I'll check it then afterwards. I think then I'll be fine.
It's actually really easy, but just the first time I feel confusing.
Yeah, I can imagine. Here.
But those saddlebags give us extra 30 kilos to the weight of the donkey. And then you have to take into account that you can also overload it much more, because I think you can overload it by 50% or close to that. So if you have only 30 kilos storage, then you can maybe carry 44 maximum, but if you have 60, then you can carry 90. No, around that, I'm just estimating. So actually,
That's
those
fine.
saddlebags change the difference quite a bit.
That's fine. I'm just right now also outside trying to collect some flowers there so I don't have to buy it, because I've already purchased some other built things, because I simply am just rushing through these things. Oh, there's just daisies. But I'm gonna try to complete these quests as well. This will be my last side quest and I have none. I think you have collected all?
Collected, do you mean villagers?
No, the quests.
Yeah, if you picked up those with carrots, then yeah, all the previous ones I already picked up. What's interesting is now there are also quests appearing in our town, which our villagers give us, but those you cannot see beforehand what they'll ask, so it's a bit risky. But for example, one of our villagers wants to ask us something, I'll ask him. I think we could accept it, because we now can get pretty much anything he would need. Shouldn't be a problem.
Sure, go for it. Because the more dynasty thing we have, the quicker we can hire even more villagers and can start getting more people to run, have more liveness inside our town, and of course, get production up. Because as that the layer of our town is done, it's just that we need to populate it now and get its chain running.
Again, I cannot see exactly what he has, but I guess that's some kind of wine that he's asking for.
Plum wine.
Yeah, we'll check out if we... I don't think we have that one, but maybe we do.
I don't think we do. Oh damn, I need a sneak. Oh yeah, we'll see. I've already kind of gathered quite a lot of flowers. For example, St. John's or Thordon, just a little bit more henbane, some dandelions, and then I also need some wooden vials, which we can either make or buy.
We also have some stored, I think.
Okay.
We should have.
I need only 4. We have it then.
We have 2. I'll actually craft some then.
Sure. That's good. Thanks.
We'll soon need them anyways, probably by the end of this year.
Okay.
Well, not I wouldn't say need, but they'll be useful. We can make those health potions.
True. Chicory. Man. We'll see how things will go forward from here, though. Either way, it's gonna be very pleasant too, because within a few days, my dad is not gonna be home anymore, so I'll be very happy. Because then my mother is gonna only be cooking for me and myself and my sister, and we have, how should I say, the similar pickiness of food. Even though my sister not too much, I'm very close to my mom. Like my mom loves sour, sweet. She also loves chill chill. Very spicy food too, just like I do. I just do not like sourness. Sweet, I love. I love spicy, not too much though, because the amount of spiciness that my mom can take is a lot. So I don't know. But the other side, my sister doesn't love it. She doesn't like fish. I do, and she doesn't like. How should I say? Onions in salad, which I find absurd. But I do. My mother doesn't love it too, which I find absurd though, because like there's onion nearly every time in every kind of food, but they don't put it in the salad. And I'm like, what? Where's the logic?
Yeah. Or maybe they like when it's a bit cooked or processed.
I don't know. I personally don't like it. Like I'm someone, for example, right? I'm someone who doesn't like raw meat or raw vegetables next to meat or something. That's something that just disgusts me. And overall, I just do not like vegetables anyway. But at the other hand, if I have to eat it and all that, I'm fine with it. It just depends on how it's prepared, etc. And what kind of... Because I can never love mushrooms, for example. Never.
That we can agree on, but for me it's a long story because mushrooms used to be one of my favorite foods until maybe 10 years old, where I ate too many of them, or I ate some poison when I don't know what happened. But
Oh god.
I felt really sick entire
Yeah.
evening, and I remember even now I puked like 13 or 16 times that evening, and after that I just have an instinct to not eat mushrooms, and they disgust me.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, such how should I say? How do you call it? How should I put it? Many people have been scarred by it, and can have such scarring experiences, and the body also still gives you reaction and a reminder to you, like, "Hey, don't eat it again." And you're like, "Okay, yeah, I'm not." So it's
People
like,
still eat them a lot here, and they make sauces out of them, so it's a bit difficult, especially in summer or early autumn. And I have started eating them a bit. I don't really mind. I just don't like them in large amounts. And I wouldn't say that it's something that I crave after still. But at
same,
least now it's not causing me very huge disgust anymore after almost 30 years.
true. I'm also like, I don't know if you can agree to this. For example, I'm not someone also who's a very fan of too much sauces, depending on what kind of dishes and what kind of sauce it is. Because, you know, people are too much, well, lately they're very saucy. Like they only are caring for sauces and all that instead of the food overall, which is kind of still annoying to me because, you know, you're just tasting the sauce, and that's what my also is a
In
difference
some
between me and
cases,
my
I
sister.
totally agree. Yeah.
Yeah,
For
that's
example,
what.
that meat which we cook on campfire in somewhere,
Mhm.
everyone else is putting either ketchup on it or some other sauce, but I really like to taste the special way it's being cooked. You can really
Yeah,
taste it, and I think that when you put on the sauce on it, it tastes like any other meat, and you're losing that effect.
yeah, exactly. This is what I mean. Like there's a lot of differences in there. Like you're cooking meat on a campfire. The taste of it, it's far more different, natural, and tasty. So I'm like, why do you have to? Well, it's not really ruining, but you're just adding a different taste, and a taste that is just, you know, has been fabricated throughout the centuries. Because throughout this, like, if you can imagine, like back in the days, they didn't had these kind of things, right? In the medieval era or something.
Mhm.
So imagine what they did. They just simply eat the meat. They just roasted it and they eat it. They enjoyed it. So why can't we just simply keep up to that as well? I'm not saying we should remove sauces overall. No, it's just new innovation for us. But I'm trying to say that overusing the sauce is just very annoying, and that's what my sister really does, and my mom knows that. So there's another different taste And again, I'm not trying to definitely just how should I say, oust anyone who has a different taste compared to us. I'm merely just, pointing it out because,
I can hear my stomach rumbling.
it's just really annoying that people do not try to give it a go instead of constantly going after one simple point here. Also, I need to make a quick fire. I need to cook. Fuck. Ah, shit, I don't have a torch. Shit.
Yeah, I don't have either. I noticed that our storage doesn't have any either.
Yeah.
We should now make the better torches because well, if it's a quick solution, you can make a simple one, but we can also very easily make the advanced ones.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, are you near one of the storages? I could make some, and then you would have access to it.
Nah, I am near it, but I'm just too lazy to walk through it.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm just gonna quickly.
Myself, I'll make the better ones then.
Sure, go for it.
And now there are 340 wooden vials in storage, so should be enough for you.
Yeah, I don't think I have enough for that. I'm just quickly gonna try to place this torch here. Fuck.
But overall, I think I'm quite opposite to you because I'm not picky about food. I can eat pretty much anything. Can't really think of a thing that I couldn't eat, but obviously there are things that I like more and that I like less, and some I would not choose to make myself if I have a choice.
Exactly. Like just also as you said, there's a lot of people also here in the Netherlands who create, like, for example, stuff. What do you call it again?
I could eat
Mushroom sauce, for example. And that's just really something that my sister also uses and enjoys a lot. I personally do not enjoy too much. And overall, as I said, I do not like vegetables next to my meat or like mixture, depending. Like, for example, my mom recently made a little blocks of meat
hungry.
together with potatoes, mixture with like paprika. Well, not paprika. How should I say? A smaller and longer version of paprika. How do you call it? Peppers. There we go. And she just got them. There were also onions, and there was also some aubergine between it. Something that I can not tolerate, but enjoy really, because it was really tasty. But if you're gonna cook it and all that in a pan or something, it's not that great in my opinion.
So you don't like raw vegetables, you said, yeah?
Yeah, I don't like it.
But how about cooked ones?
Cooked ones, it depends on which ones.
For example, carrots or potatoes.
Carrots, well, potatoes and carrots definitely I can tolerate and love. Well, tolerate is something different. But I definitely enjoy those too, and would definitely go for it. And
Because overall, some vegetables mixed with meat is simply very successful combination, health-wise as well. Because meat gives you the base energy, and then vegetables help you feel fuller. Or was it? I don't remember exactly, but the combination of them two is really useful.
It's definitely advised to eat a lot of vegetables. I mean, and that's why I would prefer, for example, a salad. That's something I also can tolerate because some tomatoes, cucumber.
Some people go to extremes. For example, some eat only vegetables. Obviously,
yeah, but that's just absurd. I find it absurd, and I'm sorry I'm gonna say this, but I find anyone who just goes for that is retarded.
Yeah, but I've been watching a lot lately about what foods need to be used to reduce weight and such to make it faster, and neither one of those extreme combinations is good. If you eat only vegetables, you'll lack energy and you'll lack a lot of other things, and you'll not feel fulfilled. If you eat only meat, then it's a bit wasteful because you're not utilizing all the energy it has. you'll feel heavy. But if you mix the two, you mix meat with vegetables, then they are saying it's a very powerful combination.
Yeah, exactly. In my opinion, it's also just depends on how you're gonna do it. Like, for example, if you're gonna only eat meat and all that and you're not working out, it's definitely a waste. But if you're gonna eat a lot of meat and you're working out, okay, I would agree with that. If you're on a diet and you're not, you're utilizing so much that you're not gonna eat too much, and I'll just, for example, salad, it's gonna hit back. I promise you that it's gonna hit back because, you know, as you said already, you do not feel full, you do not feel fulfilled, and eventually you're going to lose so much weight quite quickly. That is true, but again, it's not going to happen within a day, and even if it happens within that day, you're just going to be hitting it back because your own ego is going to be, and your body as well is going to be like, okay, I really need to eat, and you're going to eventually break it unless you're able to hold yourself back from breaking it. And sadly, the case is that everyone is just gonna break it aside and just start munching back the calories that you have burned throughout the diet. And even if you're not gonna eat too much healthy, or say, oh fuck, that you're gonna be eating healthy, it's still not gonna work too much. Like, I find it very important. Try to simply eat twice per day, or at least, or three, because eating times per day, in my opinion, is still absurd, because that's how also they did in medieval ages. People simply eat it 3 times a day or something, and that's just it, and not always warm food. Try to eat some, cold food as well. Diverse it around, just as I said. It's going to be a lot better compared to only eating warm food. And that's just what you need to do.
I see so many people around, both among the relatives and among people I know, and overall in this country at least, which there are a lot of people who bounce forth and back on weight a lot. They get overweight, they then drop very fast, because the myth is that you simply eat vegetables, you eat a lettuce or something, and then that will help you lose weight. And yeah, it does, but it's only short term, because you cannot really maintain that for a long time. You cannot live on that.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what happens. And another thing is, like, I see that often, especially here in the Netherlands, I'm not sure about all other countries, many people in the summer, they tend to go ape all the way. They're just gonna devour. But in winter, they try to do it very differently. They do the opposite. They try to not overeat. They try to lose weight because they've gained a lot of weight in how should I say, in the summer. But sometimes it's also that opposite, that they start and try to eat a lot in winter, but eat less in summer. So that's just how things are. But I guess
that is also pretty natural, because we do need more calories in winter.
Yeah,
because it's very hard to balance it out.
True, because you're gonna, go through a very cold time, and your body's emanating or creating even warmth to keep you a little bit more alive, etc. Because it's the cold, etc. And your body knows at that time as well, due to some bacteria or whatever, that you're gonna need it and you're gonna burn more, according to science. So that's just how things work. Well, not sadly, it's just how the things are, and you have to try to balance that out.
For example, I remember when the Winter War started, when Soviet Russia invaded Finland, the one of them, also among many other factors, the food was also very deciding, because Finns already knew what you have to eat in winter, especially if you're in campaign, and what troops need. They had potatoes and warm food. And then the Russians had something like, I don't even remember, some crackers or shit like that, and they were pretty much starving and dying, because you need a lot of calories to keep warm.
Yeah, exactly. Let alone the fact that, again, sadly, throughout the World War, the Soviets didn't have very much great supply lines either. Be it because they got already screwed by the Germans, or be it because they simply do not have such a good supply lines and strategizing, which we can also still see in the Ukrainian war. Just, something that is happening, but we shall see.
And so now I'm regarding myself just focusing on losing a bit of weight very gradually so that it can be maintained, that I get used to the new lifestyle, and I'm making very small changes, and it's working pretty well so far, feeling better every week.
Yeah, same. I mean, I'm personally myself, I'm just also trying to.
Because I'm not looking to lose like 10 kilos in a week or some crazy shit like that. I'm just whatever, as long as it's decreasing slowly, then it's good, and I can maintain the way. Well, not also changing everything at once what I eat. I make small changes. For example, I cut out one food that I know it's harmful, and then when I'm got used to not eating that, then I cut something else and move on gradually.
Yeah. I mean, it's just important that you just try to maintain a good food diet, for example, or try to keep up with your body's its own tempo of trying to lose weight, be it in a quick or good way. It just all depends on how you are going to manage it and how you can handle it mentally as well. Because as I said, if you're going to try to lose weight in a very quick way, it will eventually hit back, especially as I said, you mentally will not be able to hold yourself back, because that is what happens, and I had my personal experience with that as well. I still have a big stomach, but I can get rid of it, and I'm slowly getting rid of it. Because if I look how I was before, I was quite very horrible, and I'm feeling very happy about it right now as well. Like I said, and I advise, and I still will advise to people, is always try to keep a good balance of diet. Oh fuck, 2 bandits. Or more even. Holy shit, run! There's
Because
quite a
what
few
I see
bandits here.
some people doing, they at times of the year they give up and they eat junk foods, they eat everything, and they get increase in weight, and then they suddenly decide that's it, I'm only eating vegetables from this day on, or I'm going on a diet, and yeah, then they keep it up for maybe 1 or 2 months, and then they give up because they cannot handle it, and their weight bounces back, and often even they gain back more than they did.
Yeah.
Because you cannot change your entire lifestyle in single day. You have reflex, you have things that you get used to. So what I
Exactly.
did, I simply decided this one food, I will not be eating that anymore. For example, at the start, I was still eating pizzas maybe and other stuff, but I decided like one food, like this one, that's what I'm not eating anymore from this time on. And that way I have been able to cut out some really harmful stuff already, and there are things that I haven't eaten for months already.
Nice. I mean, if
And
that
even
is
that
helping
changes
you.
a lot, because if you think about it, those harmful foods, they have a lot of calories, and they are the ones that change you the most. And even just cutting out few harmful foods, you can at first gain some good results, and then it inspires you and you keep going.
Yeah, I mean, if it works and it keeps you happy, etc., and you're trying able to control your own ego, then that's definitely good, and you should definitely keep it up. Because as you said as well, everyone has their own way of trying to lose weight and control it. Let alone the fact if you're able to keep you away from one type of food for an entire month, that's definitely a good accomplishment. Because as you said, people sometimes jump away from the diet and start eating a lot of junk food or something and then gain weight again, and then they're just trying to stop it again because they feel very screwed up, especially with the pressure that the community is gonna give, because you're gonna be out, you're gonna be looking ugly, and people will just definitely just bounce on you, and that's definitely again a minus of trying to enter the community. But you shouldn't be worried too much about it. You should try to first get some self-loving. But when you have that self-love, don't raise your ego too much, because that's just arrogance, and then
That
you know
happens a lot now as well, as you see, I guess. That
a lot people
people
like.
decide that they are fine as they are, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. And then they're just gonna look very horrible. Like,
Luckily, in my country, it's not accepted. You gain a bit of weight, everyone will be giving you so much shit that you'll know. It's not like in USA where it's you're fine.
yeah,
Or maybe I think also UK is quite forgiving for that. That everyone is chubby.
yeah, no, I mean, I think what is important is when you see some chubby person is just trying to um not only to just tolerate it or something, or bully them out or something. More like you should try to offer
Yeah,
them
yeah,
advice,
yeah. That's
help them out, and guide them, because that's
people here
just
won't bully you. At least the strangers know, but your family, your own family, will give you a lot of shit.
that's something I partially can tolerate, because that's just only sometimes it's gonna hit back as well, because some people are very sensitive and some people are not. The others are very someone who enjoyed it and are masochists and would love to have such, how should I say,
That doesn't go over top like that. At least hasn't been in my experience. But they do remind you that you need to change. And I see these families in some other countries that they are all fat and they simply accept that it's so and nothing can be changed.
yeah,
That's not really how it works here. They'll immediately notice and start mentioning that.
that's good.
Like one of the families that we were celebrating Christmas at last year, it was so funny. Their grandfather is funny, and he was giving his granddaughter shit. He was checking out old photos and telling her like, "Look, you were so beautiful. Now you are such a fat slob."
Wow.
This
Ah,
was,
come on. You don't do that. Oh my god.
but yeah, her own grandfather is like, "You want you."
Nah, honestly, I wouldn't be able to do that myself as well, you know. It's just horrible. You're just supposed to be celebrating, etc., and all that, and just enjoy some good time instead of criticizing someone's own body.
It's even more funny because he's not like skinny himself. He's quite a huge belly.
I mean, that's something I can tolerate, because he's very old, and when you're old, your body
Yeah,
is
yeah.
just broken. Even though this is like, I'm gonna be very strict about this and say there's no excuse for someone to be fat, because I even see very elderly people also working, going to the gym, so it's definitely possible for them to lose the fat as well and stay alive and all that longer, because it does change the length of your livelihood as well.
Actually, most of the really old people I see here
Oh,
are skinny, and then I heard recently someone said a very logical thing that simply those overweight people they don't survive that long, so you don't see very old overweight people.
yeah, because they just die quite quickly
You can
when.
make it to like 80 to 85 maybe, but that's really it. But you won't see 90 plus or 100 plus.
Yeah, when you're thick. But it is also different as well lately. Like, even then, even if you're not fat, you're gonna be very lucky if you can make it through at 50 or something, really. So yeah, because that's the like very minimum uh age of someone that can reach it, really.
I think I can hire more villagers. So, all right, then check them out.
Sure. I'm already still trying to get her some more I should have Saint, I mean, not Saint John's, Henbane. I'm trying to find some more Henbane, and I'm gonna return also to the village so I can deliver another quest, and I'm fine. But yeah, I mean, as I said, what is important is know how to deal with some persons and know what you should say and what you shouldn't say to a certain person, if you can tolerate or can't. Because some people can tolerate dark jokes and the others can't. Because that's also different difference.
Yeah, maybe I should have mentioned that grandfather is full of dark jokes, like everyone has
Yeah,
gotten
exactly.
used to that. So, what he said, that's pretty mild.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine.
He one time told me something. Yeah, he does also hates Russians very much. He was in Soviet
Oh.
army. It's funny to listen to his rants, especially now with Ukraine. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I can't even say I think the things that he's saying.
Yeah, let's just leave that for now for off-screen talking, because
He's
I
like,
don't really
"Where's my
get.
shotgun? I want to go hunting." And he's like 80.
And No, I wouldn't even dare to listen to it right now, especially in the current stream, because there's a limit on what we can say.
So him saying that his grandfather is, and then that his granddaughter is fat and making fun of her, that's pretty mild.
Exactly, I can imagine that. But yeah, that's just mild for us, but for her, she's like, yeah, you know. Because women have the tendency of being very sensitive with their looks, especially. For us guys, it's not too much. But in my opinion, there's also a little difference with how acceptance the community can be with a woman being a little bit fatter, but for a man, it's even more worser, to be fair. I don't know. Or the other way around at times. It depends on what kind of community, let alone the fact
Everyone
that...
is saying different things about it.
Yeah,
Because some say men are more accepted to be overweight, some are saying that women are more accepted. I
yeah,
would say women are probably more supported, but probably less accepted, if that even makes sense.
yeah, I agree.
All the fat acceptance programs and such that you see, they mostly, what you see, they are advertising women, and so there's more support for that.
True.
Also in real life, when there's a bit overweight guy, especially, yeah, and also in my country, no one's really saying anything because everyone has a beer belly, that's okay. But if it's a woman, then everyone will immediately notice, actually.
Yeah.
They may not say anything about it, obviously, it's not polite, but they will notice.
Yep. That's just sadly the thing, but yeah, we shall see how things will go, because in my opinion, eventually everyone will get very fat, because that's just what many people are speculating, that humanity will become like that eventually, especially with how technology is literally making us, you know, far more comfortable, etc., and have them do stuff for us. There is another speculation that this will also just bring more poverty to many of the human classes, and only those who are very engineering, etc., and filled with innovations, etc., will survive, while the others will just have a worse time. But that's just a lot of speculations, so we can't be entirely certain. Neither will we know if we will live through it. That's another point. But we shall see, really. It's just fun to see so much videos. For example, last time I've also seen a man. So here's the thing, right? Okay, now I want you to imagine this, okay? So one day you go, you and your wife are together, and well, let's just say not wife. Let's say you have a girlfriend, okay?
Yeah.
You and a girlfriend go with a doctor to a resort up in the mountains, okay? And eventually they say, like, okay, you know, I'm very happy that we've come to this resort within the mountains and all that. And eventually you hear some rumbling and all that, and it's a avalanche. So the avalanche locked you, your girlfriend, the doctor, which is your friend,
Yeah.
and another lady into the you know, how should I say, wait, hold on, where's this? I need some beer or drink. Wait, I need water. Or maybe I can go collect it. Can I eat this apple and feed my... Yeah, I can. Okay, good. But eventually you're just locked. You cannot go anywhere, and you guys are just simply trying to survive through the days with just a little bit of firewood that you have inside that house, because, you know, every exit and inner is just, you know, blocked. You can't go anywhere. So you guys are trying to survive, and eventually you know, the fire is gone. So the only way to, you know, stay alive, you guys got to keep moving and stick closely together and stay cozy. So the only way to survive is you guys also do some sensual stuff, if you know what I mean. So you guys decide you do it and all that, but eventually you pass out, okay? And
Trying to follow.
huh?
Trying to follow everything, yeah.
Okay, so eventually the doctor checks up on you and see what is happening, and it seems you're, inflated. Like your entire body, it just cannot move anymore. But you still have to, you have to survive. Okay, but to survive, you have to do also some sensual stuff. Your girlfriend is trying to help you, but it just doesn't go up. Okay.
I follow where this is going.
It's a bit of a dark joke. It's also might trigger some people, but
Excellent.
yeah, I mean, I can't do anything. This is something I heard about and saw from a video as well. I find it funny and also nice and all that, but it just, again, it's a dark joke, and in my opinion, some people should be able to take it on. But so eventually, the doctor says, looks at your girlfriend, and he's trying to get some confirmation and get permission, because you yourself cannot do anything. BG is something different. But eventually he looks at you. You yourself, you can hear, you can speak, you can hear as well. So the dude just, he just looks at you and asks for your confirmation, and you yourself, you just, blink and try to communicate that way, because that's all you can do. And he just says, sorry, I have to do this, and he just gives you a hump from behind just to survive, so that you guys can eat, right? And eventually it starts to slowly get morning and all that, and a group of people save you up. Okay, and just when you are saved, you yourself have also awakened, because it still took some time, and you guys have also slept there as well, to go through the entire day. And then eventually you see your girlfriend together with the other guy, the doctor, your friend, with his girlfriend as well, had also some fun again at the how should I say, couch. And you've literally just walked up to them. What would you do?
Nah. Complicated situation.
Okay, so the guy that made this video, he himself said he would just kill the dude. Because in my opinion, see, the thing is, I find it quite absurd that you're gonna try to stay alive by just making, some sensual contact. Because I find it kind of bullshit. Because everyone can stay alive. You just, hug or just, walk around, run around. There's many other ways to just stay alive. But just having some sensual thing, and that's just absurd. And that this guy just literally just made this joke, in my opinion, to have some cuckoldry. That's, in my opinion, what he's just is looking for, and made that joke, in my opinion, or some homosexual joke, I guess. But it's just, I don't know, the guy is just weird and just made that joke. I don't know. So I was like, okay, let me tell this to you. So there's just one joke.
Take care.
Another joke that I have is this. So
how is life treating you?
wait, I first wanna find this merchant. Hold on, I wanna find this henbane, because I still need 4 henbane, but I've been trying to search throughout the entire field, but I couldn't.
Take care.
I came to this town, but there's only women here now to hire.
Take care.
There's only women to hire here, and I had already just hired the woman. But if you don't mind, I can hire another one, because we do have enough houses.
So long.
Hold on, let me just quickly buy this one more as well. Okay, hold on, let me quickly check. What do we have then? Management, houses.
We
2.
should have like at least 2 more empty ones, right? Or 1.
We should, hold on, we
It's
have
one,
one.
but we should not.
We have
fill it,
3 empty houses. Okay.
then I'll just hire woman here, and I'll hire a guy from the next town, because there's only women here.
How many women can you hire there right now?
Well, there's 5. But if we want those that are good miners, then it's probably 2. Or 3.
What other skills are they good at?
That depends on each of them. I'll have to wait a bit for stamina to recover because when you're checking out their skills, it's the same skill. It's result.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I'm looking for those that are good at either production or extraction
How do
because
you
those
do?
are the skills that we need
Good
most
luck.
right now.
That is true. Hold on, I'm gonna also deliver. I do need wood vial. Okay, because we do need mostly the production and extractions. For example, we're gonna definitely need something like 5 villagers, for mining. So if you're gonna try to get 2 more villagers, ladies, sure, go for it. Because we're gonna definitely need to build some houses. I think I'm gonna actually already start making 2, maybe next to this mine, so we can put some villages there too. For example. Which is the mine next to Piastovia. So it will look also nicer aesthetically, and we'll also have some more space for our people. So I don't mind if you're gonna hire some 2 extra ladies because we still have that space. And I'll just create 1 right now, but I just first gonna deliver the quest that I have so I can get rid of the herbs. But yeah, the other joke is right here. Trying to remember here a bit. So imagine if you had, how do you call it? How do you call this? Damn it. In English, I just forgot it. It was in Dutch. It was also a Dutch streamer. Wait, let me just also first take this and get it. Let me quickly see, where's this wooden vial? Where's the wooden vial? Guardian!
In
Oh, there.
storage.
Got it. Okay, now I can go to the quest and then I can tell you the joke.
Now with 2 villagers, we are making 22 metals of each kind. So 22 copper and 22 tin per day.
Nice. Was it in Piastovia or do we have to go further? I think Piastovia. Okay, good. So, you need to go here first.
Chunky just made that sound that you were so good at making.
Damn beast. Oh yeah, here. So another joke is this. So imagine you are biking, right? You're biking in the farmlands, right?
I imagine that all the time, so it's easy.
Okay, now imagine. Okay, right. Well, you're biking through the farmlands. Eventually, your bike's thing wheel just blown up. The farm himself, you just started to walk and it's already afternoon and you've arrived in a small farmhouse. And there's just a farmer there, you saw him, you ask him, can you help me? And he says, I'll check it out. He checks and he sees that your wheel is fucked and it's kind of already getting night already. And he says, I cannot do anything for you right now because it's late and I don't have the requirements to close up this, how should I say? How to call it? Oh, we also need 1 plum wine that we can take. Do we have any?
No, I think I checked that we don't.
Well, then we'll quickly buy it and finish this quest too. But yeah, then he says it's broken. I cannot help you with this right now, so we have to do it next day, where I can put it in my truck and we'll bring it to the city. So you're free to stick around with us and also have some dinner with us. And he said, sure, I'll do that. And you accept his invitation. You're also given some space in his house. Upstairs in his room, because there's some spare room, so it's just you, him, his wife, and his daughter. No. Both of you.
I felt that again something kinky will happen.
I'm someone who has some of those kinky jokes and I enjoy them really. But so you and her. I need to eat something. Wait, I'll just quickly go to this thingy here. I need to go there, but I'm just gonna go north. But eventually you are gonna go have some dinner. So everyone is eating, right? You've eaten and you're finished. Everyone has as well. And so the wife explains, so everyone who doesn't want to do a dish has to take a, a round from his husband, because, the husband is the ruler and he's definitely not going to do the dishes. So the wife doesn't want to feel like it and doesn't want to do the thing. So he's done, and she's just took a round. So the daughter, this is wrong as well, but she doesn't want to do it too, and she just takes the round. This leaves you as the last, and he asks you, "Are you gonna do the dish or are you gonna take the round? What would you do?"
Wait, what? I didn't even get it fully. So what are my choices?
You either take a round or you do the dishes.
The hungrier you get.
Oh, why not just do the dishes?
Well, that's
see.
because that's a part of the story. Because many people do not like to do the dishes, so that's why
But-
I'm like telling you. You're either
No, I
gonna do
also don't like doing dishes, but it's in comparison with what?
well, take a round from the man.
Well, no, I'd rather do dishes.
Yeah, okay, alright. That's my point then. We can already agree to that, alright. So yeah, that's just basically another lewd joke, and one where you have to even choose. Yeah, there's just also something which is kind of funny and keen to see what kind of choices you would make. It's just literally like a little... Actually, it's not entirely like a joke, it's more like a choice checker, I guess. So yeah. Oh man. By the way, I found some rot on the ground and I just placed it in our thing because maybe we can use it to get more fertilizer. I don't know.
I'm
So,
trying to hire now, but we need 77 more reputation. Do you have any quests left?
Yeah, I have just one for the wine and I'm gonna be delivering it soon, so...
Okay,
Then
then
I'm
maybe wait
pretty
here
much
because the
done.
villagers here are really good.
Sure. I have to go through another town though, and
One of the guys here has level 3 in extraction, level 3 in production.
ooh, that is very nice.
Because we will not be finding any higher than level 3. The ones that we hired, the maximum skill that they can have is level 3.
Okay. I see my horse nearby. My horse. I wish. But I see that my donkey's like near, so I'm just gonna quickly try to get him and then just run to the other town with him. And then we're gonna quickly call the video and the gaming a day because it's already actually 48 minutes past. Unless you'd say, nah, let's just call it a day. We could also do that, I don't mind.
Tomorrow will be intense day.
Yeah, it will be. Tomorrow you're gonna have to celebrate and all that. But come on, let's be fair. I don't think, in my opinion, right, Christmas or any of those other celebrations in this period is heavy. Aside that you're gonna spend so much time with family, like I assume usually normally you would have already, how should I say, decorated stuff. Because in my opinion, decorations are always done already in this period. So all the things you're gonna do is just, go around, have some food, talk with people.
Yeah,
That's
the
all you're
evening
gonna do.
itself isn't too bad, it's just a preparation for it. That's
Mm.
tiresome.
Yeah. I mean, afterwards, it's just maybe the morning that's just gonna usually be the most heaviest.
But even the evening, I'm like, that's the same cringy songs every time.
Yeah,
So bored of them.
I can imagine that.
Like, oh wow, not Silent Night again. Oh wow. I'm honestly like that. No, obviously I'm not showing it. I will not be ruining it for others, but inside I'm dying.
Silent night.
Oh no.
Maybe you should just remember that when you're gonna get that song, me be like, that song comes up, and then you're gonna right away remember and just burst into a laugh, and your family's gonna look at you. What's wrong? You're like, oh, Kimsey, these. And like, who's Kimsey?
And then I'll show the channel.
Oh, free advertisement. Another free follower. Nah, I'm joking. I mean, I still need 20 because I still want to get to the point where I'll
How do you do?
be able to do this. Oh, plum wine here. Very
So
good
long.
choice there. Given him. Nice.
Yep.
Is it enough?
That's enough, yeah.
Okay, good. See, and it was even in our villager lol, in our village lol. So yeah. Right. Well. Yeah, add him to the thing, and then let's just save it here.
Right,
Actually, I'm
let's
just
do
gonna
it.
start.
So nice. Because you can finish them right away there.
Good.
Oftentimes.
That's good. Right away, YouTube, this is it for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like button and subscribe to my channel if you're new and you support it. Do you want to recommend something or record a game together? That's possible as well. Just write down comments box below or join my Discord server so we can have a chit chat about it. Till then, we shall see you guys laters.